Hello and welcome to It's Tomorrow News. I'm R. Sriram. Climate change has major effects on China. Climate change is having major effects on the Chinese economy, society and environment. China is the largest emitter of carbon dioxide through an energy infrastructure heavily focused on coal. Other industries such as a burgeoning construction industry and industrial manufacturing contribute heavily to carbon emissions. However, like other developing countries on a per capita basis, China's carbon emissions are considerably less than countries like the United States. It has also been noted that high-income countries have outsourced emissions-intensive industries to China. On the basis of cumulative carbon dioxide emissions measured from 1751 through to 2017, China is responsible for 13% globally and about half of the United States' cumulative emissions. China is now the world's largest polluter and in 2023 recorded its hottest year on record with an average temperature of 10.7 degrees Celsius. China is suffering from the negative effects of global warming in agriculture, forestry and water resources and is expected to continue to see increased impacts. China's government is taking some measures to increase renewable energy and other decarbonization efforts, owing to hit peak emissions before 2030 and be carbon neutral by 2060 by adopting more vigorous policies and measures. The GHG emissions of China will probably peak in 2025 and by 2030 they will return to 2022 levels. However, such pathway still leads to a 3-degree temperature rise. China's greenhouse gas emissions are the largest for any country in the world, both in production and consumption terms, and stem mainly from coal burning, including coal power, coal mining and blast furnaces producing iron and steel. When measuring production-based emissions, China emitted over 14 gigatons carbon dioxide equivalent of greenhouse gases in 2019, 27% of the world total. When measuring in consumption-based terms, which adds emissions associated with imported goods and extracts those associated with exported goods, China accounts for 13 gigatons or 25% of global emissions. These high levels of emissions are due to China's large population. The country's per person emissions have remained considerably lower than those in the developed world. This corresponds to over 10.1 tons carbon dioxide equivalent emitted per person each year, slightly over the world average and the European Union average, but significantly lower than the second largest emitter of greenhouse gases, the United States, with its 17.6 tons per person. Accounting for historic emissions, OECD countries produce 4 times more carbon dioxide in cumulative emissions than China, due to an early start in industrialization by developed countries. Overall, China is a net importer of greenhouse emissions. There has also been an increased occurrence of climate-related disasters such as drought and flood, and the amplitude is growing. These events have grave consequences for productivity when they occur, and also create serious repercussions for the natural environment and infrastructure. This threatens the lives of billions and aggravates poverty. A study published in 2017 using continuous and coherent severe weather reports from over 500 manned stations from 1961 to 2010 found a significant decreasing trend in severe weather occurrences across China, with the total number of severe weather days that have either thunderstorms, hail and or damaging wind decreasing about 50% from 1961 to 2010. The reduction in severe weather occurrences correlated strongly with the weakening of the East Asian summer monsoon. That's all for now. For more weather news updates, stay tuned with us on It's Tomorrow News. For more global weather updates like this, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for regular updates. Thank you.